Here's your downsizing pro tip of the day. When I unpack a client, I have to think about how the kitchen is going to function really well for them. So there's a couple steadfast rules. First of all, you want your glasses to go above the sink or next to the fridge because that's where the client's going to use them. Paper towels go next to the sink, again, where the client will use them. I usually will place the plates and bowls near the dishwasher. Anything that's going to be used less frequently goes on the top shelves. So whenever you're unpacking a kitchen or organizing a kitchen, think about the function of what you're putting away and where the best place is to put things. Many of my clients don't have a lot of drawers, so I'll take something like a crock to put their utensils in, and I'll put it right next to the stove. Salt and pepper, same thing, right next to the stove where the client's going to use it. If they are a coffee or tea drinker, I will usually take the coffee pot and put it near a coffee station. So all the cups, the sugar bowl, the coffee pods, the tea filters, tea bags, or everything are all together so that they're where my client is going to use them. Also, if there's someone who takes medications or anything like that, if you don't have room in a cupboard, just find a nice basket. You can corral everything together, put it on the kitchen cabinet. It looks nice, and the client doesn't forget about taking their medications. When I organize a kitchen for someone, especially someone moving to a retirement home, there's not a lot of space. So we have to make the most use that we can of the space that's available. These wonderful plastic-coated wire shelves can be found at most of your home improvement stores. And what you do is just slip one in, and it gives you double duty because you can stack things over on top of each other. This is one of my favorite ways to create more storage in a kitchen cabinet. This is actually a file holder that I got from the office supply store. So as you can see, I have cutting boards, cookie sheets, muffin tins, and platters in here. So everything can be stored upright. It's easily accessible, and it doesn't take up so much room in your cabinet. Great way to add more space to your cabinet. All you do is just take the file holder, slip it in there, put your things in there. Great way to increase your storage. Now, I've talked about how when I organize seniors, sometimes I have to go out and buy things for their kitchen to make them organized. So what I'll do is go and get some of these lovely kind of containers that you can get at the home improvement store or your home design stores. So how do you know what you need to get? Well, the trick is to take a tape measure, and you're going to measure the inside dimension of your drawer. Write that down. Measure the inside depth of your drawer and write that down. And then when I go to the store, I actually will pick the different components that I want, and I'll lay them out on the floor and measure them till I get something that's fairly close to the drawer size. Now, it does not have to match completely because here we have just a space here at the front and I store some items there. We have a gap at the back and I store some items there. But you get the idea of how you go about getting it so that the drawer is fairly organized. When I organize someone's kitchen, I only put things underneath the sink that are in regards to washing the dishes or cleaning supplies, things of that nature, trash bags. I'll put the trash can under the sink because, especially if they have kids or dogs, it keeps it out of the way. I also love those plastic tubs like I have here that help corral everything together. Inevitably, any kitchen I've ever cleaned out, the cupboard underneath the sink is the dirtiest cupboard in the whole house. And I've had people put cutting boards under there, food storage containers, pots and pans, even food. Don't do it. Like I said, dirtiest cupboard in the whole kitchen. Just keep cleaning supplies underneath there. That's your tip of the day.